Our group looked at the key question of how do we make institutions more effective in building resilience for food and nutrition security. So the real question there was, many institutions in developing countries, especially in Africa, are very weak, and they're actually getting weaker in some countries, especially due to conflict and other challenges. So the focus should be very much on capacity building. So when we talk about capacity building, we say that we should be looking at the individuals and the community as well as on the more wider system level and look at the needs and design capacity building interventions that address those different needs. There is also very strong emphasis on the need to look at multidisciplinary, multi-sectoral approaches. As you heard throughout the week, there was a lot of focus on the need to look at multi-sectoral approaches to deal with resilience issues. There is also the question of how do you look at short-term needs and long-term requirements, especially when you look at emergency and development needs. There's usually a trade-off between short-term and long-term. So how do we make capacity building interventions to address those competing requirements? One of the interesting approaches that we looked at is to try and really understand the different clients, the farmers and extension workers and so on, and design capacity building interventions that could meet the different needs of those requirements. So really listening to the client, working with the client, making sure that we co-invest with those clients in building capacity is very critical. So the whole issue was very much focusing on local needs, local requirements, and buy-in, instead of bringing from outside and trying to impose capacity building. Then the whole issue of the need to build strong statistical capacity at a national level was discussed. Taking the example, the Ethiopian example, where the government provided the legal framework, the resources, the capacity building support to make an efficient, effective statistical capacity that integrates agriculture. Because in most statistical systems in many countries, agriculture is completely ignored. So the Ethiopian example was very good in demonstrating how you could integrate agriculture also in national statistical systems. And the last one was there was a strong recommendation from the group that there is a need to develop a global platform for sharing tools, resources, lessons, and other forms of knowledge for resilience building. So, a whole need, maybe through this conference and follow-up actions, to develop that platform. Thank you.